Well, Brandon, congratulations. That was a heck of a game.
Thank you.
So what? I thought you played well at Arkansas. You felt this coming on in practice?
Yeah. So just just trying to stay consistent. Just working out in the gym, practicing hard, meetings with coaches and stuff. And just keeping my head high. Good things happen for me to do that. So.
You played well against Oklahoma last year. Given where you're from, is this game a little extra meaning?
Oh yeah, of course. Just because I'm from Oklahoma, so it's just a little more meaning to it, like you said.
What's the entire kind of trajectory of this season been like for you? I know it's had some ups and downs, but what's it been like kind of sticking with the process to get to a moment like this?
Yeah, like I said, just keeping my head high, just talking to my inner circle, just about what's going on, and not trying to get down on myself. Good things happen.
Was that difficult at all, or I guess who did you lean on, and how did you kind of keep your head up high like your emotions?
Yeah, just talk to my Asian mom and stuff, and they always keep me in good spirits. So, sometimes everybody had their days, but you can't let the days just affect a long time in life period. So.
Brandon, Coach Hart talked about. He said when it was asked about you getting technicals in back-to-back games, he said, we want Brandon to play like that with that energy. Where's that line for you of bringing energy like it did tonight and Saturday, but also not crossing it to where it's a detriment to your team?
Yeah, just doing me. It's not a certain thing that I do. I just feel like that's just part of me playing on the court, and that's the type of player I am. So.
How important is it for you tonight afterwards? Found your son immediately after he's back here with us tonight. How important is that to have these big games and these big moments and him here with you?
Yeah, it's very important just because, I'm doing this for somebody else other than me now, and he's learning stuff now, knowing who I am on the court. So just a good feeling, just going to him after the game.
Mark Pope has really backed you this whole season. What did he say to you post-game about tonight's performance?
Yeah, just super proud of me. He always, try to keep my head high, talk to me about it, but just super proud, and just continue playing like that is what he told me. So.
What do you feel like you're doing on the court right now to get this kind of performance that maybe you weren't doing earlier in the season?
Yeah, just I don't know, just getting to my spots, making things a little easier, confidence point, and just doing me, leaning on my teammates and coaches.
Brandon, the offense looks 100 times better now than it did in December. What do you think has allowed that to happen?
Everybody staying with it, we had our times and stuff, but just practicing over and over, a lot of meetings with your position coach and stuff, and just trying to get it right, and I feel like everybody was on board to get the offense right, and it's finally clicking, so I feel like we just got to keep it rolling from here.
Brandon, one of your teammates in the front court, Andrija, seems to really be finding his stride as well. He knocked down some threes tonight. What is he continuing to offer you guys?
He's a stretch forward, his outside, game, coach challenged him to be more physical, and ever since that Arkansas game, he threw the first hit out there, and I feel like he's taking pride in that. Coach got on to him, but it's a good thing, he's bringing more physicality, starting the game off like that, so when we come in, we know where we're going.
So, Brandon, the last time you scored this many points, it was against Mark Pope when you were a freshman playing against BYU. Do you remember much about that game?
Yeah, I do. I do a little bit. I was just out there, playing my game, doing what I do, and I just happened to have a good game, versing and stuff. And we still crack jokes about it, here, just because it was against some of the coaching staff that's over here now in football, obviously. But,
when you think about the player you were then, your freshman season, to the player you are now, where do you feel like you've seen yourself take the biggest strides?
Just being more of a leader, growing my overall game. Like I said, just getting to my spots, more confident. I just feel like I grew my game overall since my freshman year.
20 points, there's plenty of reasons to talk about your scoring, but you also had 11 rebounds tonight. The Oklahoma coach was really complimentary of what you did off the glass specifically. What was working for you in that moment?
Yeah, just, crashing glass, just trying to get to the ball, not accepting blockouts and stuff. And when you do that, you get things like that.
Passed up a few shots tonight, too, dishing the ball. Could have been an even bigger offensive game.
Yeah.
You seem to really enjoy setting up somebody else's.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I'm a great passing big, and I love making plays for my teammates. That's one of the things that gets me going on. So just finding them, and getting them into their practice where they can.
How much has your
That one you did to beat the shot clock. You know, about a 30-footer. Did you know that was in off your hand?
It felt good. I don't know. I kind of let my hands down. I didn't really hold my follow through. It felt good.
I was going to say, how much has your confidence developed in your three-point shooting over the season and just in your time at Kentucky?
Yeah, a lot. I think, like at the start of I missed my first three threes, and I know my confidence is good when I'm hunting another one, and so that's how I felt. It was just I was due for another one, and so yeah. So
You mentioned BG. When he comes out and plays with kind of that fire, that edge that he has, what does that do for this group?
that's what we need. That needs to be. We search for an identity, and what we've learned is the toughest team wins. The team is going to play the toughest. And BG is tough, so we need him.
Do you need to pretend like every team is Oklahoma for him?
I know. Yes, but he's also. He's tough. Last game he was great as well. He's got it going right now.
How much does it open up your offense when Otega is consistently scoring in the double figures?
Yeah, well, I think it opens up a lot for all of us, but also him. I was just saying his jump shot has been great lately, which is everybody knows he's a downhill driver. Like, that's the hard thing about him is you can come in and scout him and say he's gonna drive at you. And you can't do anything about it especially when he's hitting jump shots, and so that's opened up a lot for us and also for his game.
Was he licking his chops before playing Oklahoma today?
Probably. I don't know what it's like to play a former team in college like this, but I know it's personal. But every game is personal. Last game was personal. The game before that was personal, and so.
Next game's going to be personal. for
Next
Tennessee.
game's personal. Yes.
What do you expect from round 2 with those guys?
For sure. I feel like we played Tennessee a lot. We played them a lot last year, and we're playing them again this year. And we know who they are. Obviously, we played them. Is this our first team we played twice? Yeah. So, it'll be fun. But we know what we have to do, and so again, it's going to come down to execution. And they're a great team. Obviously, they got us down early last time, and so. We can't let that happen again, and we're going to be ready.
You talked with us this week about team confidence and how you all had to build that, earn that. What did you build and earn tonight by winning this way?
I think the thing that I'm proudest of with us is it can be very easy to look at the standings in the SEC, look how their last few games have gone, and they haven't won very many games yet, and come in and kind of come in lackadaisical and I'm not ready to play, but I feel like we came out and played really well from the jump and really through the whole game. So I'm proud of that. I think that again builds confidence. That's what great teams do is any given night come out and play really hard. So.
Along that same vein, Coach Hart just told us that as a former player, he was aware going into this game the potential it had to be a trap game. Is that something you were aware of as well, and that you're proud of the way the team responded and not letting it be that?
Sorry, say it again. What kind of game?
A trap game. Coach Hart said he was.
What does
aware.
that mean?
When you got a big game coming up and a big game before, it's easy to overlook this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's real. That's a real thing, and I think we did great with that. We did great. We came out ready to go and executed what we needed to do. So yeah.
Collin, have you ever played in Denham before?
I've never played in Denham. I think there's probably very few people that have, but I'm excited for it. I'm excited for BBN. I know it means a lot. There's a lot of nostalgia to it, especially for Coach as well. So I'm excited.
Did he show you old highlights of him playing in Denham?
I've seen them circulating the internet, and so yeah, it's pretty cool.
What did it feel like to have a double-digit lead at halftime against a high-major opponent today?
It feels good. It definitely feels good. And I think we play well. When we get a lead, I think we play really well, and we play really well with the lead. And so I think it was really important for us to get that before half, because we can go and game plan and make adjustments. And I thought we did really well at that. And we came out firing again at the start of the second half, and never really looked back from there. And so it's great for us.
Collins, as a fellow player, how impressive to you is it knowing that Otega's only not scored 10 points in 3 games?
Sorry, say it one more time.
Just how impressive is it to you as like a fellow player knowing that Otega's only not scored 10 points 3 times the entire time you go?
Yeah, I mean that's amazing. I think that's the best part about his game is how consistent he is every night. You know what you're going to get out of him, and yeah, it's a rarity for him to not get his. And I think that's the heart of a good team is having somebody that you can lean on like that. And so we're blessed to play with him.
What have you seen from Andreas, especially his confidence level, maybe even just from when he got here late? I think people forget too.
For sure. Late, and also coming in and having to play against Mo every day at practice is a little bit demoralizing, I think, with how physical he is. I think talking to him, that was a big thing for him was the physicality levels, and that takes. It was the same for me last year in coming a little bit different circumstances, but it just takes a little bit of time to get your feet under you, to get used to it, to get confident, and so we're at that point where ever since he stepped on campus, coach has been yelling at him to shoot it every time he gets the ball because he wouldn't shoot it. And now that's, I think, where we're at is no one has to say anything to him. He's shooting the ball, and he's been shooting it great.
Have you kind of been in his ear, or were you in his ear when he first got here about, because like you said, I mean, you went through something, very different circumstances, but a similar kind of ramp up, build up to college basketball?
For sure, and I don't think I'm alone in having experience in that. I think a lot of guys have dealt with it and are dealing with it. And so, just turning to each other, it's really important because I had guys last year that would help me in staying patient. And, so, sure.
Well, I know this isn't something that the guards do, but Andrija was just talking to us about the boxing gloves and part of the routine that the bigs are doing. I guess, what do you know about that, and have you noticed an impact from them ever since they've gone through that with Coach McLean?
I don't know. Ever since they've been doing that, they think they're really tough. They like to look down on us guards because we don't bring boxing gloves to practice, and so they've been shaming us a little bit for saying they're a lot tougher than us. But it's been nice because they've been hitting people, and it's been I think they've been great. The last 8 games, our bigs have been tremendous.
So. Are they telling Otega to his face they're a lot tougher than him?
Probably.
Who would win a boxing tournament between the 15 guys, 16 guys in this roster?
I have no idea. You'll have to ask someone else that.
Collin, kind of an off-the-wall question. How many times have you seen that clip of it just like being Coach Pope just yelling your name?
Say it one more time.
How many times have you seen that clip where it's like Coach Pope just yelling your name?
The one.
BYU.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. When I was in high school.
How many times do you think you've seen that clip?
Yeah. It comes out like I'll go a while without seeing it, and then it'll pop up on my feed. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny that everybody's found that. I mean, I think it was just like an Instagram story, but everybody's got access to it now.
They find everything around.
Yeah, I guess they do. That's true.
Did you have any sense that Brandon was going to have a game like that tonight?
I mean, BG is BG, and also it comes with opportunity, and it comes with, I don't know. It's different every night for different guys, and you never know. But BG has been playing great basketball lately, and I think the coaches have been challenging him, and I think he stepped up to the challenge great tonight. And so I wasn't very surprised by it. It was actually very delightful to watch.
How was the road cleaning been in Lexington compared to your time in Utah?
Poor Lexington. I think he's not as used to the snow, but it's been all right actually. I mean, the back roads are a little bit iffy right now, but I think they're doing their best. I heard there were some guys shoveling outside my house today. I heard them in the morning, and so God bless those people.
What do you remember about the Tennessee game?
They punched us early. They were extremely physical in the first. I mean, in the whole game, but the first half, I think they got the best of us a little bit, and so we are going to be ready for that. I think it's personal for us for that. I think we responded very well in the second half against them at their place with the physicality level, but that's just what it's going to be. It's the name of the game.
Why is it personal?
Well, one is Tennessee, right? I don't think I need to explain the the feelings that we have against Tennessee, but also I mean we won the game, but I think they punched us, right? We felt that, and we also feel the tension in the fans, and we have social media. We get we catch a little bit of heat there, but every game is personal here in the SEC, and it's personal because we got to win. We got to keep winning. But yeah.
How are you guys better equipped or comfortable to be physical than you were then?
I think every game is experience. The last 2 games, I think we've been a tougher team. We got punched a little bit in Nashville, but I think these last 2 games we learned a lot and gained a lot of experience, and our just from the tip we've been great, I think, from that aspect, and that's kind of what killed us a little bit last time, and so I think we're better equipped in that regard.
The shot at the end of the first half at the buzzer, what was going through your mind as that ball was in the air? Because it looked like it might go from where we were.
Oh, the heave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just chucked it, and it kind of had a little bit of. I threw some spin on it, so it had a little bit of curve, and it started going towards it. But I mean, it was a prayer, so I wasn't expecting anything. But it was just kind of fun that it got close.
Thank you, Collin.
Thanks, guys.
I always knew I can deliver, and I was always believing in myself. And it's not the first time. It was the first time that I didn't play like 0 minutes, but there was also times in my career when I was like cut it and played lower minutes. So it wasn't the first time, but I just kept my head up. I was mentally there, practiced hard as ever, and knew the chance was going to come.
How much has a change in routine, like before Arkansas, kind of helped you guys start faster? You started a little faster today in the first half, so like how much of that change in routine do you think is attributed to that?
You mean our warm-up routine?
Sure.
Yeah, we did change our warm-up routine, honestly. We changed like against Arkansas was the first time we changed our routine because we wanted a good start, and I mean it's just but at the end of the day it doesn't matter do you start 50 minutes before the warm-up, before the game, 45. It's just mental thing, and I think we needed a long time to see that, and now the answer was just getting physical from the beginning, getting like hits on the guys that are not even getting the ball, making a statement that we are here, and that's what we did in Arkansas, that's what we did today, and that has to be our identity.
How have you adjusted to the physicality of things? I know it's a different style of basketball than what you played back in Europe.
Yeah, definitely. But you just got the best players to adapt to what the situation is, and you're either gonna hit guys or you're not gonna play. So I just I'm getting used to hitting guys, and I'm working on it to hit them even harder. But yeah, I adjusted pretty well.
How have things changed for you since you moved into the starting lineup with, I think, the LSU game? It feels like your game's kind of hit a different level since that happened.
I mean, definitely when someone makes you starter, you feel like they believe in you. But I was always ready, and it's an honor to be a starter. And but I know that no matter do I come as a starter or off the bench, then it's just when you give your maximum, you're gonna play, and that's the whole thing.
Just over the last couple of weeks since you become a starter, is there like an element of your game or certain individual skills that you feel like have really started to translate and click on the court for yourself?
Well, I feel like when I play, especially now after like 4, 6, 7, 8 games, that the opponents see that I'm a big threat from the 3-point line. They start to like. There were some games that the guy guarding me was like stick to me the whole game, and it just makes opportunity to raise slashers like Ortega always to score dunks, and when we play that trail action, the guys are always stick to me, so they just backdoor dunks, and I think that's the most important thing. And if they help, I shoot the three pretty well since the conference started. So I think that's the big thing for us.
And just especially with the way the half-court offense has functioned so much better recently, how big of a key is that, the fact that you're able to attract some defensive gravity with your three-point shot to open things up for your teammates?
Well, I mean, that's like the basics. It's just the spacing is always important, and now for the first time we have like when we play, except our 5 men, all other 4 guys are really dangerous from the 3-point line, and that's what makes us dangerous, because if they guard us from the inside, we can shoot. If they are aggressive to us, we can slash, we can backdoor, and I think that's the biggest key to us winning the last 8, 7 games. And it's just when you know he played for that, it becomes personal for every single one of us to prove that we're better, to prove that he's better, and that's just how we approach this game.
I don't know if you were asked about this earlier, but what your teammate Brandon was able to do tonight, having a double-double, big impact, scoring it on the glass. What was that like for you to witness, and can you speak a little bit to his progression as the season's gone along?
Yeah, it was definitely. BG is always giving his best. Sometimes it's just something. It's not a matter of will he hit shots or not. It's just a matter of will he be in an opportunity to hit shots. And today he was in an opportunity to hit many shots. He was rebounding, offensive rebounding. He was rolling, and really there was hustle plays and really the biggest game this season, and I'm not sure maybe even the past couple seasons, but great game for him. I'm really happy for him because he deserved it, and yeah, that's just what we need from him to do.
You guys just feel vindicated. The shots are finally falling, and all that hype of the offseason that hey, we're an elite shooting team. This hasn't translated, but now it finally is.
Yeah, as I said earlier, I feel like at the beginning we were emphasizing the shooting the trees enough, and I feel like as far as I did my research, Kentucky was always a really dangerous team from the outside, and we finally became what our identity is, and that's just really the whatever five on the floor that are really good shooters, and we're dangerous from the 3-point line, and that those teams are the hardest to guard that can shoot the ball.
How much has your confidence developed in your 3-point shot?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I wasn't since the conference started. I'm just, I've been working the whole season, and I guess they started falling when the SEC games start. And I'm really confident in my shot. I'm taking it with confidence, and my teammates, even though when they look for me, they look for me at every opportunity, and that's just the confidence I get, and I'm really confident in my shot.
And at the beginning of the season, Mark Pope said he was still struggling to find the identity of this team. Now that you guys have had a couple strong games under your belt, where do you kind of see that? What do you kind of see as the identity of the team?
Yeah, I feel like identity was. We were always like in between. Will we be like a stronger physical team or like a talented team playing like finesse? And it didn't work. Both of us didn't work. And the first time we were playing with like. We're playing with like finesse, we play with like good moves, we're shooting from the outside, but throughout all of that we are like punching guys on defense. Today was semi-good, but usually we're punching guys on defense, punching guys even when they don't have the ball, and just we're physical, but on the other side we're a very talented team as we are, and we're shooting the ball really well, making plays for teammates, and that's just us. I feel like that was the biggest answer for us winning the last 2 games.
I know there were some moments in December that probably weren't a whole lot of fun for you, not playing, not getting a lot of playing time. But what allowed you to kind of stick with things and have the progression to the point now where you've been starting for a few weeks and have a performance like you did tonight?
I mean, just is the sport, and especially here, it's just you're as good as your last performance, and I knew that the time was going to come when I can prove that, and I knew that the things could change overnight.
Tell them about the boxing gloves.
Yeah.
Tell them about the boxing gloves.
And I knew that things could change overnight, and that's what keeps me awake, what keeps me grinding. And like I said, the things could change overnight. I went from 0 minutes to a starter, and that's just how it is in sports.
You want to explain the boxing gloves?
What do we need to know about the boxing gloves?
I mean, the boxing gloves is that we're warming up by punching the boxing gloves from Coach Mikhail. We're literally punching them in balls, and that's he emphasized that, and it's really good. We were doing it for the past 2 games, and it brought good results, so we're going to continue doing it.
So this is like a pre-game routine kind of thing?
This is even on practice. This is like pre-game everything. Because the first thing we do when we walk into the gym, he takes those sparring gloves, and we are punching them 5 times, punching them, and then you just go through 7 GAs that are holding those punching stuff, and you have to do a layup, and that's just our pre-game routine.
Is it the whole team or just you?
Just the bigs.
Just the bigs?
Just the bigs, yeah.
Do you feel a difference? Do you feel more physically ready to go things after going through all that?
I feel like some breakout was the Arkansas game, when we were really emphasizing us starting physically and hitting guys they're not even meant to be hit at that moment from the start. And that's when the boxing gloves started and everything. And I just found some situations when I can punch a guy, make a contact with a guy, they're not being seen by the referees, but it means a lot to our team. Even when you sometimes make a foul, it gave us like in the energy against Arkansas, and it gave us energy today.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, Andrew.
No problem.